Now, since we talked last time, there was the whole Tekashi Casanova incident. You heard about that?
I'm not familiar with who Casanova.
Well, Casanova 2 times is a Brooklyn
Oh, I
rapper.
heard of Casanova two
Casanova
times.
two
Okay,
times.
yeah.
I've interviewed him. Cool dude. He was like one of the, at one point he was like the biggest gangster in Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Right.
Did a lot of dirt, did a lot of jail time, stabbed a lot of people, stabbed like 12 people in prison. We
Yeah.
talked about that in our interview. How many people did you cut in prison?
Three to four. That I got tickets on, like paperwork on.
But really, it's more.
Yeah, it's just random. I wouldn't be able to give you a number because it was just so much. It would be like yard fights and stuff, and you just swinging and you just doing stuff like that. So it probably, if you really want to tally it up, probably like 12 the most, I say.
So the two of them kind of been beefing with each other, and apparently there was an incident that happened recently at the Barclays Center. I guess both of them were there for a fight, and a shooting incident occurred.
Oh, at the Lowe's. Was that the
No, at the Barclays.
the Barclays?
Yeah, and apparently a video came out of Tekashi talking to police, and I guess they're calling each other rats now. Like he's calling Tekashi, Casanova's calling Tekashi a rat, Tekashi's calling Casanova a rat.
Oh, so Tekashi was saying Casanova shot in the air.
He wasn't saying that Casanova shot in the air. Well, we don't know who he's talking about because it cuts into he shot in the air.
Yeah, but you're giving a statement at that point. So it's like, in that situation, it's always best to be like, man, get me out of here. I don't know what happened. You tell your people, man, usher me out of here. And if you get detained, it's like, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to say. Call my lawyer. I ain't see nothing,
So when you were out in the streets and there was a situation and somebody did a shooting, when police
I wasn't
came,
around when the police came. No, I'm moving with the shooters or I'm getting out the way of the bullets. It was one or the other.
So you've never been questioned about a shooting?
Not that I can recall.
Huh, okay.
Not that I can recall.
But if you were, your answer would be, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't there. You got me on tape? Where's that? Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't even hear nothing, man. I was reciting some lyrics in my head.
I had my
there.
headphones on.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't help y'all with no investigation.
Yeah, I mean, some people are saying this might be the beginning of the end, because when things start to unravel like this. Mm-hmm. Listen, Tekashi, I applaud what he's pulled off up to this point. Mm-hmm. And, being a bunch of, every song has hit the charts that he's put out. Mm-hmm. I think there's like his 6th song.
Oh, he's a hot kid.
Yeah, he's hot. And, he trolls and the drama and everything else like that. But I got a feeling that if it came down to it, I don't think Tekashi's going to do any jail time for anybody. That's the impression I get.
Yeah.
You've been around gangsters your whole life. Mm-hmm. Does Tekashi seem like an actual gangster to you?
He wants to be. I think he's willing to perform whatever credentializing, for lack of a better word, act to get himself in a position to be regarded as that. I don't think he's a coward. And I think he wants that. Like when Chris Brown first started, one of our first interviews, like you asked me about when he was out there buck wild with the Pirus and trying to get in that lifestyle when he was #1 on the charts and the best dancer in the R&B game and all this. Is like, why? And that's the question you probably ask him. But, he seems like he's willing to absorb whatever come with being, the top gun. And he wants that image. So, yeah, that's what line.
Yeah. And it's funny, everyone around him probably don't want that shit no more. They probably want to leave.
It kind of seemed like they do, though. It kind of seemed like a couple of people was kind of living they gangster fantasies through the line that he pushing too, because they get real vocal on social media with with bickering with other people. That just kills me about the whole situation. you can't discuss what I'm gonna do to you and what you gonna do to me and when I see you here and all that. Because the first time something go down, you the prime suspect.
Exhibit A.
And then yeah. And who told on you? You. You know what I mean? So you have to really be cautious about even disagreeing with people at this day, because a lot of people will just go off the handle and disrespect you and all kind of stuff. And you're like, man, I'm not that kind of person. So what is you trying to do to, propel me in your direction? And it's like a lot of stuff is just best to ignore, but it don't seem like his camp is, it's not his whole camp, but it seemed like a couple of people in there is like thriving off the notoriety that he pushing,
Yeah. Well, I hope things calm down, man. I know Casanova personally.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he's either off probation or he's close to being off probation. He spent way too long in jail, and he wasn't even a rapper. Like he just sort of lucked into this. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing to take. I mean, he told me the same thing. He didn't. He was just fucking around one day, and Taxstone heard some shit. I was like, oh, this goes. Like,
yeah, got it.
He uses connections to get him at Rock Nation and everything else like that. And next thing you know, he has a real career here.
That's dope.
God knows what Casanova would be doing if he wasn't rapping, honestly. He'd probably be out robbing people
with the
or
way
whatever.
you described his activities, it's pretty much laid out what he'd be doing. You know what I mean?
I mean, so I don't want anything to happen to him. Tekashi, I don't know personally, so I can't speak.
But you don't want nothing to happen to him.
I don't want nothing to happen.
You know what I mean? He hot, he doing it. People don't have. They used to have A&Rs back in the days when you signed to a label. They'll put an A&R in your business, and he'd make sure that you was getting all the right publicity and avoiding things that would kind of like destroy your image and things like that. They don't have A&Rs at labels no more. It's like whatever you do. Yeah. Make the loudest noise, go world star, whatever you do, and your career might blow up. And other than that, if you're not, if you're not being regulated and being monitored to know how to take the steps toward stardom, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a process. It's not, a lot of people become overnight stars, don't get me wrong, but especially in this day and age with the advent of social media and these different vehicles for you to, propel yourself to fame. However, if you don't have anybody regulating you and steering you in a direction, you don't know this at 18 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, really, because this is a whole nother game from the streets. And a lot of people come into hip hop from the streets, like you said, your guy did, and it's like you have to be accustomed to, not getting your due in certain areas, and then you can't respond a certain way just because things not going the way you expect them to go. You have to learn this game and learn how to function in this game. So, they not without A&Rs. It's like nobody is having anybody, set the stage for their career.